morning, everybody. How are we all today? Well, today in Bristol, weather check. Deceivingly sunny to look out the window, but actually pretty chilly out. So we have got a bright but chilly Bristol. So that's where we are in the UK. So I'd love to hear a weather check from everybody and see how we're all getting on. So much for summer, hey? Okie dokie, let's have a little look. Give everyone a little moment to pop in and say hello. I've got some nice chainmail project for us today. So I am just going to, I think, whilst we're doing this, have this ready on the side. Doof. I had it all ready a moment ago. There we go. So yeah, come and say hello. Let me know what's going on. How is the weather where you are? And what are you up to today? I have got not a lot planned today, actually. Good morning, Rachel. So good morning from a sunny Barrow. It is sunny, but is it still chilly? That is the question, isn't it? Yes, we've got it's still muggy. It's still quite close. So what's our plans for today? So I'm going to be doing the live. I've got BeadClub later on, which I'm looking forward to. And then I'm having my hair cut this afternoon. Just tidied. I think I don't have Savannah in here at the moment. But I suspect she'll be in a moment when she realises I'm not going back out in the kitchen. Good morning, Camille. Says good morning, Laura Bright here in Linham. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Are we all good? There's loads of bugs going around at the moment. And quite a few of my friends have been hit with like a nasty cold bug. So, keep yourselves safe. Hello, Heather. Heather says hello, Laura, and everyone from my break at work. Well, hello. It's nice that you can join us. Joanne says good morning, Laura, and good morning. All cloudy and muggy. The sun is trying to cut through and a little chilly in Coventry. I think that's probably a good way to describe it here, to be honest with you, Joanne. Like, it's not so cloudy. The skies are blue, but it's very, like close. It's muggy. You can't gauge it because it looks warm, but when you go outside, it's windy. Yesterday we had torrential rain, and then I got in the car to go and get the kids, and it was torrentially pouring. By the time I picked them up, it was bright sunshine and all the streets were dry. Figure. You've got a stupid cough, but okay, otherwise. Oh, that's good. Yeah, like I said, so much going around again at the moment. I think it's probably because it is change of weather, because we're going from sun to rain, and and I just think it's messing with everybody. Good morning, Carol. So lovely to see you. I'm just opening some jump rings while we're chatting, because we've got a lovely chainmail project for today. So I'm going to go ahead and see with a fair few of us coming in now. So I think I'll go ahead and get started in a moment with the piece and show you exactly what it is we are making. Good morning, Anastasia. How are you today? Right. So, project for today. We have got a lovely mixture of your chainmail, and it's not really wire work because we're just using findings, but beads, a nice focal. We're going to make this lovely statement pendant necklace. Try and get it so I can show you, which is our lovely statement pendant with some double cloud cover links around the side, and these beautiful beads just breaking these sections up. So you can make this go all the way around. You could have it so that you might only want that center part to be the chainmail. We can have a nice little play about with this one. Good morning, Pauline. Oh, right. Okay, so I've got this in several different variations. What I am actually going to do, just for easiness, is I'm going to switch the camera, put the overhead camera on for you. I've got this in to try and keep these wires out of the way. So classy, right? Same here, 1 minute sun, then huge downpours. Yeah, we need a thunderstorm, don't we? You're going into town, Rachel? Anything fun? Well, hopefully you'll be able to see enough to get us started. Okay, I'm going to switch over and show you the second. It would help if I've got that. Oops. Goodness me, I think I need more coffee today. Haven't had enough coffee yet. Only had 1 cup. Here we go. Okie dokie. So switch that, pop that down there. Okay, so let's switch the camera over so you can see the makes. So we have some different variations for you today. So we have got the green and sort of champagne gold that I've shown you. And you'll see here that we've got, I'll just press the button there as well. You'll see here that we've got the double cloud sections just here. And they are just along here, double cloud cover. And then eye pinned sort of sections of the beads. So we've got the Volcano glass pendant. And again, we've got that little section here. Now, on the green one, I actually made it chainmail heavy sort of at the section here. But in a moment, I'm going to show you, I did decide to sort of change it up a little bit with some of the alternatives and actually put some of the beads in there as well to break it up. So again, you've got options as to how you actually want to do this. You want it to be sort of more chainmail heavy at the beginning and then break it up, or whether you want to break it up with the jump rings first, the links first. So we have 4 different colorways here. You've got your beautiful rose gold with these lovely pink opaly kind of beads and your pendant. You've got your clear glass, and these actual beads are faceted. These are the only colorway that are faceted, by the way. And then you have this, I love this, so stormy, and I think very apt for our current weather. Gorgeous kind of smoky effect pendant here, black jump rings, and these gorgeous, lovely grey colors. And again, I would team maybe this with the pink as well, because I adore pink and grey together. So these are your kind of colorway and options. So let's go over to the website and see exactly what we've got. So as always, we are going to go over to totallybeads.co.uk. So let's go over to totallybeads.co.uk. Okay. So we'll have a little look here, and we go over to totallybeads.co.uk. If you scroll down, you'll see video tutorials. So we go to the video tutorials. You can see all of our social media links just here, some of our past and some of our currents. And just if you see here, we've got the Volcano chainmail necklace. Now, this is the double cloud cover components that are the actual chainmail techniques that we're going to use today. And then we have our variations just here. So, okay. Now, there is a black and silver version. Just a heads up, I switched them around just to show the 2 difference because we did a last minute change. So I've got the gold, the clear one here, but you can get it in the black as well. So let's have a little look. Now, at the moment, we've got 10% off. So let me just check. Bear with me one moment so I can make sure I'm giving you correct information. Bear with me one moment. Oof, here we are. So you've got 10% off, and you'll have enough to make 1 necklace and leftover jump rings and beads to make anything else that you might want to, such as maybe a pair of earrings or, you know, a single pendant drop's one of my favorite things to do. So you'll see here we've got a black version. Let's have a little look at this one. So this is with the rhodium jump rings. You get 3 bags of the jump rings, 7mm outer diameter. You get your round glass beads. You get your Volcano faceted bead. You get clasped eye pins and head pins. Okay. And then we have, and that's $9.44 with your 10% off. You have your crystal version, which again, as you can see, is one that we have here, which is all of your materials are going to be the same. You get your 3 bags of jump rings, you get your round glass bead, your Volcano facet bead, head pin, eye pins, clasp, or everything you need to be able to make this necklace and have leftovers to make, you know, earrings or bracelet, whatever you want to. You have here your green, and this, I don't know, this was the first one I went to. I just love the green and the gold together. I think a beautiful combination. These beads are just stunning. Like I'll show you up close in a minute, but the effect within them are just so cool. And then you have your rose, which is your rose gold coloured findings and your gorgeous pink beads to go with that. And then finally, you have your kind of smoke, which is your black and grey version. And again, everything remains the same. These prices range. So you can see here, you've got £8.54. I think it depends on the beads that have been added to £8.54, £9.44, £8.54. So you've enough here. And you certainly wouldn't, if you were selling this, be selling this for under £10. So I think, you know, what an amazing kit. You've got loads there to make your piece with, and also you can have a little bit of fun with the design as well. I'm just going to show you the, you know, this particular design, but you'll have options as to how you could change it around. Rachel just said she's just ordered the green. The green is gorgeous, isn't it? Good morning, Jan, says everybody from a sunny Sudbury. You're lucky. Anastasia. Oh, so you're having some help through sinuses. Oh, amazing. I'm assuming that's what it is. So, oh, well, I hope it all goes well for you, Anastasia. Okay, so let's go ahead, because this project does need some prepping with this. So what we're going to do is I kind of actually made a couple of these in different ways. One, I kind of built it as I went along. Another one, I made all the components and then compiled it. And then another one, I did it slightly different again. I think what I want to start off by showing you, I'm just switching and bringing in my mats, so hopefully you'll be able to see this nice and clearly. I am going to do this with two colours, just so that you can see nicely what it is that I'm doing. I'm just using some silver ones and some gold, just for you to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. So I need a pile of closed and a pile of opened. And I think you probably need about 60% of your jump rings to be open and about 40 to be closed. So double cloud cover is a component that actually uses 8 jump rings. If you were making it, 10 jump rings. So if you were making it continuous double cloud cover bracelet or necklace where all of the components had no breaks in between them, no beads or anything like that, then you would be looking at sort of, this is an actual component of a cloud cover just here. Not the 2 either side, but just this component here. And this component would have 12 jump rings. So you would need 4 for your start, and then you would need another 4 to add here. So when I say 4 pairs of 2. So you would have, this whole component takes 12 jump rings. Then if you're connecting it to something, I've added an additional 2 either side. Okay. So you've got your sort of different look. So just your double cloud cover itself is just this component here. So again, just to show you it in the different colorways, you can see it here. Okay, that section there is your component. All right, and it does actually have like a front and a back effectively, but I think when you're doing the necklace, don't focus on that too much. If you were making it a continuous strip, then you would need to focus on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and have a pile of open and closed jump rings in my 2 different colors ready to go. So when I say open and closed, by that I am simply looking at my jump ring, and is that one open or closed? Well, that's just slightly off, so I could actually give that a wiggle and make that a closed jump ring. I tend to look at them and decide whether I should make them open or closed, because if they're quite nicely closed, then I can keep them closed. If they're slightly crossed, like this one is, then that one I probably would open. So I just do a little pile of each that I'm ready to go. So that one's crossed. So that's the way I find is the easiest, just to quickly sort through them. That one's quite level, so I would just give that a wiggle. So we're just going to have a little pile of these ready to go. I'm going to do a couple in gold as well. So I have my options. So I'm going to have some of these open as well. Now, just for demoing, I'm not going to worry too much about the closed ones being properly closed. But you would, when you're making this properly, make that extra, attention to detail, because it will make a difference in your finished piece. So there's a couple of stages to this piece. You know, it could be that, again, however you choose to do it. I did all of them a little bit differently, I think. Just I think it depends on the mood that you're in, and how you're feeling. You know, if you've made a few of them, you might want to just change it up a little bit. I just think it's quite a, you know, it's a personal thing. So I'm just opening. Oops, that was a open one there. So I've just got a little pile of open, a pile of closed, and then we will go ahead and we'll just work on how we're going to compile these components. So as I said, each cloud cover piece is 4 links of 2. So a 2 and 2 section with 4 links, and then we need 4 open jump rings to go with that. So let's just do this. Right, okie dokie. So we've got this here. Jan just said she just ordered all of them. Fantastic, Jan. I look forward to seeing your makes. Right, so get my pliers. So I'm going to take an open jump ring, and I'm going to collect 2 closed. Now I'm going to do the base in the silver, and I'm going to do the adding in with the gold. Okay, so 2 closed, and then another 2 closed. This is kind of like my speedy way of getting a 2 and 2 with 6 sections, with 6 jump rings. So got this one. Now, no single jump rings for this, so I need to double up. So that single jump ring that went through needs to be doubled. And if you're not sure, when you open it out, you'll see it goes 2, 1, 2. So there shouldn't be any single jump rings. It needs to be all doubles. So I'm going to take my jump ring and go through the 4 closed again and close that up. One of my favorite ways of doing this, as I've said, is it's like a little Jenga puzzle. 2, 4, 6. Okie dokie. Hi, Amina. I don't know if I said hello to you, Mina. You kind of came in, but I don't think I said hello. Where did you go? Morning, Mina. I didn't say hello to you. Watching and trying to add class to girls' necklaces. Then after live, going to set my stall up for vintage rally for the weekend. Wow, that sounds fantastic. What a great day you've got planned. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, Mina. I thought I said hello. I saw your name come up, but I didn't say hello. I'm sorry. Right. I'm now going to take another jump ring, and I'm just going to add that to the end of my chain. Okay. 1. Remember, no doubles, no singles. So we double it up. So we have a 2, 4, 6, 8. There are our 4 jump rings. Okay. So 4 sets of 2. Just looking for a. So we have 4 sets of 2. So we say, come down a little bit so it focuses. Take out any distractions. 4 sets of 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, that's how I'm going to look at them. That's what we've got. Just seeing if I've got any pins. Just whether I can pin this down. It's okay. So when we do this, what we're going to do is we've got, I'm saying them again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the way this works is 3 is going to fold up and over and sit on top of 1. So by that, I'm going to show you holding my hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 folds up and sits on top of pair 1. I'm really sorry about my nail polish. I didn't realize it had chipped. So it sits on top of 1. So I'll show you that again. It flips. So you have your chain and it will flip. So that third pair is going to flip and sit on top of that first pair. So You are literally flipping that pair so it sits on top. Okay. And then what we need to do is our jump ring needs to go, and it's very important it goes through in that same in the correct place. Is it will go up through the two that I've just folded over, or down, however suits, but it basically wants to come up and then down. So it needs to come up and then down. So I'm going to show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll know the ones because they're the ones that are round and facing you. Flip up and over. And the jump ring is going to go, the new jump ring is going to go through these two and then through these two. Okay, I'm going to show you this with the gold. Okay, so up through the top two. Come on, camera. Flip it and then down through the next two. And you can let it go carefully. I'm holding it with my pliers and then close. Now what I do is I keep it held in my pliers and then I come back, hold it with my and just basically reset it to how it was. Okay, so we're resetting it. So if I've done that right, which I should have, okay, that is going through and it'll be sitting in the opposite direction. Okay, and then we double up, so everything doubles. So it's easier once you've done it once because you just follow that pattern. You do not Mobius, you just, all of these are parallel and then we place it back down. Okay, so we've got our pair set like so. Get it to sit how I want it to sit. Okay, it's going to look a bit of a mess and you're not to panic. The next step almost brings itself together. So basically, you see you've got your loose pair of jump rings here and then you've got the ones to the side here. So if you place that down, you'll see you've got the two that you connected together already. And you know that that's one and you know that that's three. So now you need to do the same again to connect two, which is this pair here, and 4. Because there's 1 and that's connected to 2 because you've just done that. So now we want to connect 3 to 4, 2 to 4. And I'm going to show you this now. It will almost bring itself together. If you pick it up and tip that lower, that last pair, see how it literally brings itself together for you. And now you've got, you want it to visually look the same as it did for the other set. And we're going to do exactly the same. Add another jump ring down and up. So jump ring, you can go down through the 2 and then spin it and it can come up however it suits. You can let that go, lock that jump ring. And see how, again, when I just hold it in my hand so it sits how it should. And then again, up or down, however it works for you, to be honest. Once it's locked in, it's fine. You can kind of even rotate it around because it's already held in place. Place it down. And there is your cloud cover. You'll see that the golds are facing in. And if I turn it over, the fold golds will be facing sort of out. As I said, it does have almost like two sides to it, and traditionally we would normally do this particular weave in a slightly smaller stage. So I probably normally do this like in a 4mm inner diameter or 6mm outer diameter. But we're going for the next size up just because it gives it a little bit more of an airy look. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do it in opposite colours for you so you can see it just in a different colourway. So I'm going to pick up one open jump ring and pop on 4 closed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and close it. Double that jump ring up. So go through all those closed jump rings and double it up. Drop that down, and we've got 1, 2, 3. We need another 2 jump rings to be added, so we can come in 1, and then another one, and there are 4 links or 8 jump rings. Okay, remember in our pairing 1, 2, 3 and 4. So number 3 is going to fold up and sit on top of number 1. So we're going to take that and literally just flip that so it sits on top. Okay. Then you take your jump ring and you want to go through that pair number 3 and then come around and up. So go down through one jump ring and up through the other. Do you remember we've talked before about the eye of our jump rings and about how we go through the eye and around the eye? This effectively goes around the eye. It's kind of the around the eye technique, because if I was to put the 2 together, it's gone around what would cause the eye. So you can use, there's a lot of jump rings in here, but if you see, there's your eye, and we've kind of gone around the eye. Now, next one, it will, if you put it down and you get confused, it will literally kind of just meet up for you. So we put it down and you find, she says, place it back. Oh, I haven't doubled it up. So doubling it up. So up and around. Okay. And then you've got your loose pair on the end. If you just flip them, it should find its way to its buddy. There you go. So you see, even if you put it down and get confused, you should be able to just, they should naturally kind of fold and you'll find it. So you go through it again. So I'm going to come up. So remember what I said about that eye? You can see that eye forming just in the middle there. So up and down. And there is your cover. We want to do it again with doubling up, because it always doubles. So we've got that one there, and you can just drop them and then just sort of give them a moment to find themselves. So you have them there in the 2 alternate ways. Okay, and I'm going to do another one for you so you can see, you can kind of move them around and they'll come together for you. And you'll always have the 4 that you add in at the end will always kind of be in the middle, and then you'll have start and finish will be here. Okay. definitely would recommend, you know, 2 colors with this just for that learning if you wanted to. And I definitely think, you know, if you grab a couple of these kits, you're going to have more than enough to be able to do a lovely multicolored option. I'm going to come back in and do another one more just to show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and close up. So we're doing our section of 2 and 2, but we're doing that with for 4 lengths, 4 chains. So there we go. So let's move these out of the way. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, making sure that they are all next to each other. There's no Mobiuses. Does look like a Celtic knock. You're right, Rachel. And I'll show you in a moment a little pair of earrings, which I think are lovely as well. So you can see there, you've got your section. So you've got pair number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Always make sure you have your jump rings open ready for this next stage. So I always make sure I've got my 4 jump rings ready because I just find it easier. So I hold this up. I'm going to flip over pair 3 to meet pair 1. I'm going to come up and then back down, and I'm going to close. I'm going to place it back so I can see what I was doing, and I'm going to double up that section. Oops. I'm just making sure. There we go. And if you don't put it down and you keep it like this, you've got your next section ready. You just turn it around. See how it literally turn it around. It meets for you. It's like, here I am. So, and then again, up and down, close, up, and maybe again, don't Mobius it. It does need to sit next to each other. That's the only thing to be careful of. And close. And there you have your component. It's really that simple. I'll do one more in the alternate colour for you, just so you've got them. And you can see how if you sat down and you get yourself into a bit of a pattern, a bit of a rhythm, it's, you know, these are fun to make. So pick up, I'm going to go gold again this time. So I'm going to pick up a gold, open, I'm going to collect 1, 2, 3, and 4 closed, and close that one up, double it up. You need 2 more because I want to make it that component. Okie dokie. Just collect it onto the end. 1 and 2. So what I actually did when I was making one of these was I just made all of these sections up like this, pre-made them. What you always make it look so easy, but we always tie ourselves in knots. Honestly, you'll be surprised. Just take your time. And these are nice because they're slightly bigger than what we would normally use for the size. It gives you that little bit of wiggle room. So the way I kind of approached the necklace was I made the pendant. I set all the links up, put all the eye pins in ready, made lots of chains of 4 like this. So I prepped sections of 4. I think you'll probably need about 12 in total for a necklace. It depends obviously on the length of it. If I just show you on this one, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 12 for the side links and then that little extra one there. So you need about 13. So I actually made all of these sections ready and then had all my jump rings ready and just set them basically and put it all together. So 1 folds over. So 3 meets over to 1, up and down and close. Level it back. 1, so up and down and close And then if you keep it in your hand and don't put it down, you can see these two literally put themselves together. So I just turn it around just because that's naturally more comfortable for me to hold. So as long as you don't put it down, even if you do put it down, you can see it. But if you don't put it down, it will literally just be ready to go. And then a lot up. And then back down. And the good thing about these is you can actually, there you go. These sections are set. So if you wanted to switch out the coloured gemstone or colour beads, that's easy for you to do without actually upsetting that pattern. And you can see that's it in one colour. And obviously that's it with the two-tone. So I do love a two-tone piece, we know this. So there you have your sections, and they are kind of like a little clover, aren't they? Very cute. And you just keep going in that way. All right, what's going on with you? So that's the actual technique. Okay, so now I just want to talk very quickly, because I'm aware that I haven't kind of covered any of the other sections, is just how does this all come together? What do we do next? So gorgeous, gorgeous beads. Look at these. This green one is, oh, it's beautiful. So we will have our you're in time, Laura. Focal bead. My mind just blanked right out then. Now I haven't got another a green head pin. I do have a silver, and I'm going mixed anyway. So a long head pin, which you will get with this, straight up and through, and it will give you just the perfect amount to do a little loop with. See my rounding pliers. So push it up as close as you can to the bottom, and then just bending back that head pin and roll that into basically as big a loop as you can. Okay, done. So that's that ready. Then we want to go ahead and use some more of our beads. So this is what I had left over with the beads. So you'll get lots of leftovers. Let me just, they have this gorgeous glow to them. Really love them. These would be great as well if you want to do like a Mobius stretchy bracelet with them. Look at that glow. So I keep hitting the camera. Just look at that glow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Right. So again, so we've got one. If we were to do it like this, I'm just planning it. So you've got your sections there. Okay. And I'm going to take my eye pins. Now, I'm going to have a confession about the eye pins. Okay. The eye loop that comes pre-made on these is a smidge too small for the 2 jump rings we want to add. So, but I still want to use the eye pins because they're still perfect. They're strong. They're perfect length. So we're still going to use them, but slightly different. Okay. I'm going to put my bead on first, drop it all the way down. And then I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers towards the top. And for me, in my pliers, I'm going to go about halfway down. And I'm just going to roll. And kick it back a bit. And roll. Kick it back a bit and roll. So I'm making that eye pin just that little bit bigger than that one. Can you, so if I hold up another eye pin, I'll show you. Can you sort of see that difference? It's only minor, but it does make a difference when it comes to adding these jump rings. So what we're then going to do is drop that bead down. And some of you may be like, I can't believe you're about to do this, but honestly, you're still using the eye pin to the maximum. I'm actually just going to cut it. So I have a half of a slight little bend at the end. Okay. And then I'm going to push it. So I get my angle. And then I'm going to roll it. And I'm going to get that to be my next eye pin. And it just gives me a nice eye pin, but it gives me that nice eye pin that can use both of those jump rings. Maybe make that a little bit even. If I needed to trim it a little bit, I could. Make that one a little bit bigger. But yeah, you just want that to be able to add your 2 jump rings, to be honest. So again, as I said, I kind of prep that bit first. So I would kind of come in, roll that, kick it out a little bit, roll it, pop on your, slide down the bead, cut it to just about where it kicks, push it, and roll that around. There you go. I know it's, like I said, you're still getting that strength of an eye pin, but that's just a tiny bit small, but I still think it's perfect for this project. So we've got our eye pins, we've got our beads. Okay, so just do, so because then we can start to put it together. One more. Right, so for this, I'm going to have one of these above the pendant. Okay, now, as I said, 2 different ways of doing this. Your design is optional to you. I actually put 2 together. I have 1, and then I have the 2 coming off of that, and then started the chain. Or you can do it where, where's the others gone? Hello. You've got the others where you can add your beads. So you can add your link, add your beads, and then do that. It really is your choice. Let's go ahead and actually do it this way, where we add all our components. And we can just show how it would all connect. And then we'll add our 2 beads. And then one of these, I might have to make another one of those very quickly in a minute, because then you'd have a bead there. So you can see how you can kind of plot this out. How do you want this to go? And just have a bit of fun with this, really. So I'm just prepping this. I'm just doing myself another quick. And the reason I bend it back is it just gives it a good curve. And these are strong head pins, so they're ideal. So I would need another gold heavy one here. So let's just very quickly, just to show you how quick and easy these are to make. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Obviously your jump rings would be prepped. Double up. 2 more ready to go. 1 and 2. Add that to the ends. 1, 2, and then I would very quickly just, oops, sorry, hit the camera then, sorry about that. Let's go very low. There we go. Fold that over, go up and down. Another thing you can do is you could almost lead these. So if you went through them and led that, so it came across, and then flipped your jump ring up. So I'll show you that again. Just another way that you could potentially do it. I don't want to confuse. If you've got this in your hand and you know that these need to flip over, you could kind of put your jump ring through so that it's going to bring them over in that direction and rotate it up. I don't want people to get confused, but that is a way you could do it. It's not a way I tend to use very often, but it is an option. And I am, as we know, an option girl. Okay, so there's that one. back in your hand, ready to go. They literally put themselves there for me. Thank you very much. Back up and down, and then back up and around. Okay, so there's my last little unit. So how quick that is to add to it. So we've got everything ready. We are going to need a little pile of jump rings ready to go just to connect all of this together, because although we've got all the components, we still need to connect it. So I'm just going to quickly open myself a little pile of mixed colours ready to connect this all together. Okay, just a few. Remembering that everything gets doubled, so all the connections to all of the sections are doubled. So you will need this is why you need a pile of your jump rings open. I might even say, whereas I said 60, 50, 60, 40 even, so 40 closed, 60 open. You might even want to go for like 70-30 and have sort of 70% of your jump rings open and only 30 of them closed, because you do have a lot that you need open to be sort of ready to go. No, yeah, do you know what? You're right, Savannah. I just realised what you said, Camille. She's actually Savs. Savannah. She's ignoring me. Little scamp. She is out in the dog room, snuggled in a bed. Right, so what I'm now going to do is connect this. And I think I'm going to connect this with the silver. And to connect it, I'm going to go through my jump ring. And if I hold this up, can you see it almost creates like a cross point? And you're going to go just straight through that cross point. So you're basically going to collect all 4 jump rings. So 1, and then again. So hopefully we'll be able to get the 2. Obviously it depends. Yeah, you can. So all 4 jump rings, and then just rotate it around and just pop it through that eye, that loop, and we have connection number 1. It is a fascinating weave. You're right, Joanne. I'm a bit worried about Savannah. Savannah! Savannah, don't you love Mummy anymore? Oh, I just went in very quickly to the dog room and she's just hanging out of the dog bed. We've got like a little room off our kitchen, and that's where the dog's got like a big armchair and like a couple of dog beds. But so Gypsy normally gets the dog bed, and Savs has obviously gotten into it and is well comfy. So she's just gone off. Hi Sheila. That's okay, no problem. Okay, so now I want to connect these together. So again, I want to have that extra link. So I'm going to take silver. I'm going to go through all 4 jump rings. So I'm collecting through that cross. Hold it like that. You can see that cross underneath. And then again, through jump rings here. In fact, actually, because I want a bit of movement, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add, I'm going to do another additional link. You may need to play about with it to sort of see how it sits as well. I want a bit of movement, so I'm going to put 2 jump rings, just 2 jump rings to the end now. Okay, so from here, I'm going to add, effectively, it will be 4 all in total, because I want to add each side now. So I've added gold jump ring through those last 2. Now I'm going through the cross of, here she comes. Here she comes, Murph. Hello, beautiful. It's too late now. I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. Can't come in now. So just to connect. So remembering what I said, just going through that cross, through the 4 jump rings, and then down through the loose ones. So you can see there how that's made that continuous chain, but I want to tip that to the side. Oh, it's gone back out again. Rude. Oi, Savannah. Rude. Okay, and I'm going to do the same again. So I'm going to add another 2 jump rings because I want to attach the other side. Going through the cross of that component. So all 4 jump rings or the little cross. And then put it together again. So through all 4 and then through this one. And you'll see now oh, she's back. And you'll see now why I added that little extra section in the middle, because it's given movement to everything. Oh, she's coming in now. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Come to see me. She's back. So that's why I added that movement. If you didn't want to add the links, you could take them off and you could attach these instead. And you could bring them in at this point. And so she said, Laura, that's what I was thinking. Just sit down, make all your knot first, then put the necklace together. I like the 2 different colours together for the knot. Absolutely. And it's quite nice because it means that you can play about with your design a bit then as well. So again, now I'm going to connect my bead. So to do that, I'm going to take the other end of the knot and I'm just going to go through that cross to find that cross. Find that little cross, jump ring through, add on your loop or your bead, double it up. And you'll see there how easily we can add 2 jump rings through the eye loop. And you'll see now that that's why I wanted to make that a little bit larger. So now we can add our next. We've got one more, haven't we? Yeah. We've got one there. I've put odd colours on. That's going to annoy me. That is going to annoy me. Is that the gold? Oh, I've put the wrong colourway on. Oh, well. But again, if you did find actually you've put the wrong colourway on like I have there, it's easy enough to fix because this is the beauty of a weave like this. Because it's component based, you just simply remove that link. You haven't undone absolutely everything. If you wanted to switch something out, then you 100% can. As I said, with the black and really sorry. Okay, so you can see that there. Sorry, everybody. Can you just give me? Oh, it's fine. She's just left something. I've just watched her leave something. Don't know what that is. Someone at my door. Okie dokie. So that, and then pop that back through. I've lost my flow now. She curveballed me. Oh, I've already got the beads on there. So you can see how it's very easy to switch it about if you do something wrong or the design isn't sitting how you want it to. There we go. So then I can switch this now. Pop on my bead. 1. Pop it back on. And 2. And you simply just build this up. So we've got one more component to do. You can see I've done it again now. I've still got it the wrong way around, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it for now. She's woken up. Yeah, I know. Mum, there's someone at the door. And then you just continue to build this up through that cross. And again, if you've lost that pattern a little bit, see what I was doing, and I just kind of give it a little squeeze and it'll all come back. I did lose my colorway pattern because I got distracted, but that's okay. I could easily go back and fix that. You don't need to watch me do that. But you can see going around, going around. And if you had all of your knots made up, ready to go, and all of your little links ready to go, I think I had 12 of the links in total. So if I had 12 of my links, my beaded links ready, then you just build it up as you go along. So again, if you pick it up and think, oh, I've lost it, give it a little squidge through that component. Straight on through that component, straight on. So don't forget as well that you will have enough here to have leftovers, so you'll have enough to make a whole necklace. And this is a statement necklace, and you will be able to you have enough to make a whole necklace and have leftovers, so easily make a little pair of earrings maybe to go with this, or a single pendant would be lovely as well. Let's just pop on very quickly 2 more. Oh, Jan, my cat Willow's got a mouse. She came in with it, but it went straight back out with it. Well, hopefully the mouse doesn't come back into the house, because we don't want that. So just do that last one, and you'll just see how easy that is to continue. And you'll see also why we just made those slightly larger loops. There you have your necklace, and you would just keep going along and building that as you go along, and just see how pretty that looks just as you go along. So there you have your lovely glass volcano double cloud cover necklace. And again, you could, of course, there's nothing at all to say that you don't just have that section beaded with your jump rings, and then maybe just bead or rosary link connect all of these if you wanted to. You know, lots and lots of options. But as I said, pop over to the website. Let's very quickly pop back over there, see how you can get your hands on these lovely kits. Over totallybeads.co.uk. Your Volcano chainmail necklace, they range from either £9.44 to £8.54, 10% off at the moment. And you'll see there you have 5 different colorways. You have your rhodium colors, which are your 3 bags of jump rings, 7mm outer diameter, 5mm inner, your round glass beads, your volcano faceted bead, clasp, eye pins, and a head pin. Everything you need to make one whole necklace with leftovers. So great, you could easily make a little pair of matching earrings. You have your clear version, which has got a gorgeous faceted round, almost opal kind of effect. You have your green, which that's still one of my favorites. You have, it's like the champagne gold with that one. You have your rose gold, which is your rose gold jump rings and findings and lovely pink beads. And then, of course, your smoke with the gorgeous smoky faceted bead, the grey and the black. So there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed. Good morning, Elaine. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, well, congratulations to your grandson, Elaine. Hope you had an amazing day. Yeah, definitely catch up, and we'd love to see you. But yeah, congratulations to your grandson. Right, okay. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed it, everybody. I won't be back next week. I'll be back the weekend after, hopefully. It is my birthday, not this Monday, but the following Monday. So let's pray for nice weather for me. I'm going out for a pre-birthday breakfast with my friends next Friday. So you'll have the lovely Natalie and Kitty next week. Hope you have a lovely week, everybody. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.